Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Class A Van Life. I haven't brought you guys in a video in a couple of weeks. I've been going through a couple of things. Um, Ever since I bought this van, I've been having a little bit of buyer's remorse. This van is not really conducive to living in, unless you're 3 foot 5 inches tall. Um, so, and I've been having issues with that, and just what to do with this thing, and how to build it out, and I the day I bought this thing, I had to throw money in it, and then the problems with the torque converter. So I went to research that to go do it, and I found out that it might not be the torque converter. It might be the spark plugs. Somebody was telling me that I could have a high gear issue with the spark plugs, right? One of the spark plugs that's missing in high gear, which would also cause vibration. Well, so I started going down that rabbit hole, and then I realized something. I'll get to that in a second. There's a gentleman on YouTube. His name is Bob. He's an older guy, gray beard. He's got a YouTube channel called Cheap RV Living. Well, he put out a video a little while ago about if you're gonna get into this lifestyle, what kind of van you want to buy and what you want to stay away from. Well, what did I do? I bought the one vehicle that he said to stay away from. Why? This lovely Ford is a 99 E350. It has aluminum heads, and it's prone, because of the aluminum heads, to popping spark plugs. Well, and not to mention that the spark plugs have a little coil pack on each one of the individual spark plugs, which makes even doing a tune-up on this thing very expensive and very precarious. So I went and I did a thing. Let me show you.
So you won't believe what I just went and did. Yeah, I fucking did it. This is either going to go really good or it's going to go really bad. Let's have a quick look at it. Yeah, this is she's an oldie. Anybody want an ice cream? It's not bad though, considering.
That's right. I went out and I bought another van. Why would I do that? Because this Ford that I'm in now scares me worse than the van I just bought. The van I bought apparently needs a distributor. So I went out, you saw I went and had a look at it, and it starts, but it won't stay running, and popping out of the carburetor and stuff like that, which means timing, right? We popped off the distributor cap, and the distributor is all rusted and no good. Other than that, I think the engine is strong. So I'm gonna have to throw money at one of these two vans either way. I'm thinking the cheaper option is the van I just bought. Not to mention, it's a high roof. I can stand up in the freaking thing. I've had a backache ever since I bought this van, you know, from hunching over all the time because it's too short to stand in. That I can put cupboards up top, right? I can put cupboards below. That's more conducive to living in than this thing. So in a future video, I'll give you more of a detailed look at that other van. This is an ex-church van, and I didn't realize it till after I bought it. And it's, you know, it's been ridden hard and put away wet a few times, and I just don't trust the condition of it. I don't trust this. I don't feel comfortable in this, and it's just not something I want to invest my time or money in. So I went and got that other one. That other one, on the outside, it's gutted on the inside, right? But it's at least partially insulated. So there's that, right? This thing is nothing. I would have to gut it. I'd have to clean it, insulate it, and all that other stuff. The other van is partially insulated. It's an ex-ice cream truck. I don't think it was an ice cream truck for very long. So all the decals on it can come off, right? Which will turn it just back into a regular van. That van is really, really clean. The body of it, I couldn't find a speck of rust on it, which tells me that it's, you know, it's been well maintained for most of its life. It has 30,000 miles on the odometer. It's a 1987. I'm assuming that's going to be 130,000 miles. Not to mention it's all the speedometers in US, so it's a US vehicle. So it's all in miles. It's not in kilometers. So it's probably got 130,000 miles, 230,000 miles, but you know that engine was strong, right? I don't know what's in it, whether it's a 318 or a 360, I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. As long as the engine is strong, I don't mind putting the money into it. A new distributor is $120. I got a friend that can throw it in for me. You know, buy him a case of beer, he'll throw it in for me. You know, or you know, shoot him a few bucks, whatever he wants. But so that's kind of where we're at. So I think what I'm going to do is this is my last days at the acreage. My last actual full day at the acreage. Everything's just about done. I just got a little bit of cleaning up to do, and a couple things to load in here to help build out the other van that is just going to go to the garbage here, so I might as well take it. Some rock wool and some flooring and a couple other things that will help with the build out. But it's I'll be going back to the marina for a little while, and we're gonna work on getting that other van built out, and then I'll live in this thing while we're building out the other van, and then once that's done, or you know, I don't know, it's all still fluid, right? It could go anyway, but either way, this thing's gonna be sold. I'm not gonna keep this thing. I'm gonna sell it, and then I'll take, you know, the money from this and throw it into the other van, whether it's, you know, maintenance or building it out, or I like to actually get some solar for it, you know, and get it set up to actually live in, right, comfortably. Throw in a diesel heater and stuff like that, and that van is more conducive to that. And it's I actually think it's in better shape than this one, even though it's older. I think it's in better shape. I know the body's way cleaner than this, and it's the same thing. It's extended length, but it's got the raised roof. I can stand up in it, so I'm not hunched over all the time. It's a little bit lower to the ground because it's not a 1-ton. So right now I have a ramp for Dory to get in and out of here because it's just too high for her to jump. The other one, I think it might be more conducive to her getting in and out of, because it's a little bit lower to the ground. So there's that. So I think this is all, you know, this is the universe doing what the universe does. I'm just kind of along for the ride. And the funny thing is I was all depressed about this thing, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and for some reason I just got on Facebook Marketplace, right? And I saw 3 vans for really cheap. 2 of them were a little ways away from here in a place called Kamloops. You got to go over the mountain, over the Coquihalla, down into Kamloops, and there was 2 of them there I could have looked at, and you know, it was a same situation, right? They all need something, right? And then I found this one locally, but there was no information on it. It was a Lebanese gentleman. English is obviously not his first language, so all that was on the ad was runs needs distributor. Can't get a whole lot from that. So I went and had a look at it, and actually it's not in bad shape. That body is immaculate. It is like there's no rust on it. I don't even think there's any dents in it. The front grille is a little bit is a little bit broken. So, but if that's all I got to do to it, a front grill and a distributor, yeah, I'm in. So, you know, we're definitely going to see that in some upcoming videos. But I just want to, you know, give you guys a little update as to where I am and why I've been kind of slacking on putting out videos. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little depressed and had a little bit of buyer's remorse over this van, but I got that van for a really good deal considering what it is, and I'm hoping that it's not in too rough a shape and it hasn't been beat up too bad. And but I have a good feeling about it, despite where it's at. I have a good feeling about it. I don't think it'll take too much to fix. I think that engine is still strong, and I think that will be good, and I will be much happier in that than I would be in this thing, and Dory also. So here we go. We're on to a new phase of life, and I think it's going to be better. So you're going to be seeing that van a lot in future videos, and yeah, we'll just have to go from there. But I'm kind of excited. So I'm going to leave this one here, and I just thought I'd give you guys a little update, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one, everybody. And remember, keep smiling. Makes everybody wonder what you're up to. See you, everyone.